Have you considered PRP treatments for your hair loss? Well, today I'm going to tell you if it's worth it or not. So let's get into it. In this video today, I'm going to tell you how PRP, platelet rich plasma, significantly helped me to reverse my hair loss in just a matter of a couple of months. I'll share with you the PRP process, how it works, the benefits associated with it, the risks that are associated with it, as well as the cost and the typical plan that most people take when you're going to do PRP for hair restoration. PRP is a three-step process. First, they will withdraw your blood. In my case, they got 2 tubes and put it in this machine called a centrifuge, and it does a fast rate spin for about 10 minutes. In that spinning process, it will separate the rich plasma platelets, and that's what they call liquid gold, and that's what they inject into your scalp. Once they spin this blood, they then have to inject it in your scalp. Now, you can get numbing cream or you cannot get numbing cream. The last 2 times I have not done the numbing cream, but I gotta tell you, it hurts like hell. But that's the price we pay. Next time, I think I am gonna do the numbing cream just because I also want to bump it up a notch and also combine the platelet rich plasma treatments with micro needle because they say that it can make it more effective. So once they draw this blood and they will inject the PRP back into your scalp, having that concentrated area of hair loss. So for me, my area was all on the top, primarily my temples, which are much better now, but I basically had no hair here and no hair here, and this part was thinning also. So just after 2 treatments of the PRP, like I have these little hairs growing here, which I'm so thrilled about. So that's been very exciting for me in just a short period of time, because if you've had any experience with hair loss, you know that most times they say don't expect to see any benefits for 3 to 6 months, which is why I think with the PRP, they first recommend that you do it once a month for 3 months. So what are the benefits of PRP? One of the benefits is it increases blood supply to the hair follicles. You know, anytime you get blood to something, it's making it alive. So it increases thickness of the hair shaft, which is also what we need. The unfortunate part is there hasn't been enough research to show if PRP truly helps. So some people may not experience benefits, but for me, it's been a game changer and I absolutely love it. And I think the best part is since it's your own blood, there's no risk of getting a communicable disease. So that's fantastic. So you might ask, what are some of the risks and side effects? And like everything else, it does come with some risk and side effects. So you have to decide if you're willing to take a chance on doing this. But, you know, in my opinion, it's better than taking a drug for the rest of your life that is definitely going to have side effects. So I'm not a dermatologist, so I'm not telling you that's what you should do, but I'm just saying that's my opinion and how I decided that I wanted to try it for myself. So one risk is that they say that because you're getting an injection, of course, it could cause injury to your blood vessels or your nerves. So it's really, really important to go to someone who truly knows what they're doing. I am getting my PRP treatments from a plastic surgeon's office. So most of the plastic surgeon offices will either provide that service or I'm sure they can recommend someone who does it if they don't. Anytime you get an injection, there's also a possibility of infection from where that wound is. So you just have to make sure you keep that site and area clean. There's of course the possibility of scar tissue because they're going in your scalp, but the needles are so thin. There's definitely pain from the injections. I can vouch for that. It is painful. So just know that yes, it is painful, but they do offer numbing cream, and if they don't, you can ask for it. Also, the thing to be aware of, if you have certain health conditions like cancer, or if you're on blood thinners, then your doctor would probably not recommend that you do it. So it is something you want to check with your provider before you go and embark on having a PRP treatment. So you might be wondering, what is the PRP treatment plan look like? I probably spoke to, 6 to 10 different providers, and they all pretty much had the same plan. Everything I read also said the same thing. You go in once a month for 3 months and then you can cut back. Where they vary is some people say, oh, then you can come every 4 months, or then you can come every 6 months. And eventually the idea is that you will get to the point where you would only do PRP twice a year and then eventually once a year. So I love that concept versus taking a pill and taking minoxidil every day for the rest of my life. So for PRP, I'm a big fan. Now, it can be pretty costly. What I found when I called around was most places pretty much charge the same price, which was $800 per session. So if just for the first 3 months alone, that's $2,400. So you really got to decide, are you willing or able to make that kind of investment? Hair loss was such a big issue for me that I decided I did want to make that investment. And I like the fact that it's just for those first 3 months and then you get to really cut back. So just to recap on some of the most important points here is that PRP is definitely a big financial investment. Some also say that microneedling can enhance the benefit of PRP. You can decide if microneedling is something that you also want to add to that process. But again, that's just more needles going into your scalp. You definitely want to go to a reputable provider. So make sure it's someone that knows about PRP. Also keep in mind that a hair loss journey is a lifelong journey. So whatever you're willing to commit to, just know that that is something you have to continue and maintain. Like I said, the benefit of the PRP is that you go hard and heavy in the front doing those first 3 months, but then you get to taper off. That's why for me it was a great choice. In the first year, just keep in mind that it could cost around $3,200 for the first year. That depends on how often they tell you to come after those first 3 injections. But then after that, it tapers down. So for the next couple of years, you might pay $1,600 because you're getting treatments every 6 months. And then after that, you're only paying $800 because you're just doing it once a year. So the PRP significantly helped me. In just 2 months, I'm seeing results. So I'm excited to see where it goes. And thank you for allowing me to share this with you. I hope it helped answer some questions that you've had on PRP. And if you know of anyone else who might be suffering from hair loss that might be interested in considering PRP, please share this video with them. And if there are other questions you have that you'd like to hear from me on, please comment in the comment section below. So thank you again for watching my video. Please watch future videos, and until then, live life to the fullest.